Okay guys, it took me a while to decide to make this video. I've been asked to make the video explaining my life since last summer. And we're in spring now of this year. And the reason I didn't make a video on my life and my story yet is because I wasn't at a place physically in life where I wanted to be in order to make this video. And finally I'm here. I couldn't be more thrilled to tell you guys more about me and my story and where I came from and where my origins were and where they are now and then where they're going, why I got into bodybuilding, what my school life was like, what I wanted to be and what I want to be now, and what I'm set to go towards. And honestly, it's a really good chance for those of you who want to get to know me to actually get to know me. So let's get into it. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna start with is my childhood. My childhood was awesome. I had an amazing childhood. I'm not even gonna like try to pretend it damaged me or anything. Like, no, I had some great parents. They're still in love together today, and like yeah, they're awesome. That being said, I had two twin brothers that are not identical, they're fraternal, but that's their story. They're gonna have that on their own channels and stuff someday too. But I from the age of 10 always wanted to be a general surgeon. I don't anymore, but when I was 10, that was dead set in my mind. I was like, I'm gonna be a general surgeon. And the only reason I did that, I was like, okay, doctors make a lot of money, and I wanted to make a lot of money, and it wasn't really my passion, and I justified that by saying, oh, but I want to help people. And it wasn't until way later in life, well, I say way later, I'm only 18, so you guys can take anything I say or leave it, honestly. But it wasn't until later in life that I realized I could do other things that I enjoy way more and just thrive, basically, like YouTube. And 100% honest, I was stressing about that. So I went to high school. I was homeschooled actually from, you know, 1st grade until 8th grade. And a lot of people don't think that because they're like, Derek, you're a very social, outgoing person. And I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know. I've just always been like that. I've been in sports my entire life. I was a swimmer since I was 4. I went to state for it in high school. I loved butterfly. That was my favorite stroke. And honestly, I did all the sports, like soccer, football, wrestling. I even did tennis. The only thing I really didn't do was like golf, I guess. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. And so I had an awesome childhood, and it wasn't until I was almost 16. It was the summer I was about to turn 16 because my birthday is at the very end of July. And it wasn't until then that I was just like, okay, I don't want to be a general surgeon. I don't know what in the world I'm gonna do, but that's not my passion. That's not what I want to do in life. And it stressed me out. I was a living embodiment of stress, okay? I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was like, oh my God, but I don't want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars like you would to go through med school, get all these grades and stuff, because I was keeping my grades up. Like, because I was like, okay, I need to be a doctor, I need to get good grades, I need to do what it takes for that, right? But then when I figured out, I went to these classes, I job shadowed everything in my entire local hospital. I even went out in the community, things like eye doctors, dentists, labs, everything. And it just, even like a freaking veterinarian too. I looked at anything and everything in the entire medical industry, and I was just, it wasn't me. And if that wasn't me, that's what I've been telling myself that I was since I was 10 years old. I didn't know what to do, but I was panicking. So I was like, okay, I'm really gonna hit the gym this time. And it was April of 2015. No, 2016, because I was about to turn 16. And I remember just laying awake at night, staring at my ceiling like, what in the world is my purpose? So one day I was just like, I'm gonna wing it. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm really gonna stick to it this time. I'm gonna go for a month, and if I hate it after a month, I'm quitting. I'm done, I'm out, I don't want anything to do with it if I hate it after a month. And actually, that changed my entire life, literally my entire life. And I'm about to tell you how. I went to the gym, and I was just struggling. I was going there for an hour a day, putting in the work, looking like an idiot in there, feeling like an idiot. It was a weird environment to me. I didn't like it. It was just, there was a lot of intimidation coming in, and I felt threatened. Honestly, I was just like I was a really small, wimpy 15-year-old, because at the beginning of my journey, I weighed 124 pounds. Kind of that like skinny fat, weird, I don't know, but that's where I started, and that's when the body I was entering the gym with. I shouldn't have been really insecure about it though. I was athletic my whole life. I had abs and stuff, but it was like the skinny boy type of abs. And because I've been swimming and I've been doing all this stuff, so I was athletic. I'd say that. I wasn't what I wanted to be. So I went, and I remember the 3rd week doing it, after just hating it every day, I was like, because you're just sore, not feeling good, and I don't know. So, but I was drinking protein shakes, doing everything I was supposed to. And that 3rd week, on a Sunday afternoon, I'll never forget this, I flexed my bicep in the mirror and I saw a difference. I was like, whoa, no way, that's so cool. And then I was like, okay, I cannot wait to smash this last week, like week and a half or something like that, in the gym. And then I was like, holy shit, do I like this now? This is, whoa. And then the stress of my career just went out the window. I don't know why it did, because the gym, obviously, I didn't think it could be a career. I just found something. I was like, I love doing this now. This is so fun. And then weekly, because you start getting those newbie gains, like weekly, I could see differences. I was like, dude, look at my shoulder and everything. I was just a shithead kid, but I skipped legs a lot. But dude, I didn't even care. I was just happy. And that's surprising to some people. They're like, dude, your legs are huge. How'd you skip leg day? And I'm like, hey, that was the other 2 out of my 3 years going hard. But dude, I fell completely in love with it. And then I started watching fitness YouTubers. Like, I think my first fitness YouTuber that I ever saw was, oh God, this one is old, bro. You guys, I don't know, some of you fitness OGs out there might remember Mike Chang from Six Pack Shortcuts. He was the first like buff person I'd ever seen on YouTube, right? And I was amazed. I was like, that guy looks awesome. I want to look like that. I'm gonna eat all the food that I can find. I'm gonna work out every day. I'm gonna love life. And I did. My workouts went from like 45 minutes to an hour in the gym to like an hour and a half or 2, just because I loved being there. And I didn't care what people said about overtraining. I was just like, this is so fun. I'm seeing results. And I carried that into my YouTube channel. I was like, fuck it, I wasn't good at the gym when I started, so obviously I'm not gonna be good at YouTube when I start, but dude, I could definitely build this into something. So that confidence that I got from the gym carried over into a complete lifestyle change of me just being like, you know, I bet you I could do that, probably. And then I started looking at YouTube like that, and I started getting better because I started recording and editing all my videos on an iPhone 5C. And then my friend Austin, who's in a lot of my older videos, let me use his GoPro and edit on his computer on school nights, just losing sleep over this. Like, I had a dream at that point. That's where the dream took off. A year and a half after my fitness journey started. I fell in love with it, I applied it, and I was like, now I'm gonna show the world how freaking cool this is. So, and obviously you can tell I'm getting excited. If you're still here listening to my life story, you obviously want to know the rest of this because it gets even better, okay? It's awesome. So literally, I take all these YouTube videos, and it took me a whole year, an entire year on YouTube just to get 50 subscribers, right? That 50 subscribers, the most views one of my videos had was 116. I was so proud of that video too. 116 views. I was like, yeah, this video got over 100 views. I had like 2 comments on my entire video, and I'll never ever forget this. It was November of 2017, and my channel got its first comment and then 3 new subscribers in one day. And for me, that was like, yo, I got 3 subscribers in one day. It took me a year to get 50, dude. The math, bro, it's adding up. I'm going up. Yes, this guy commented on my video saying he likes my stuff, he wants more, and like, he really appreciates me putting out content like on a regular basis and just saying all this nice stuff, and I'll never forget that. And I was like, oh my God, somebody gives a shit. And then just weekly, I was like, dude, I got another 3 subscribers today. And I would freak out about that completely. I was like, my dream's taking off. And then I remember the week that I got 500 subscribers in 1 week, from November to January like 12th or something, I had 1,000 subscribers. And so I was like shitting myself. I was like, okay, yo, we are on to something. We're getting views, we're getting comments, we're getting interaction, people watching this stuff, they care. Let's freaking climb. And then that summer I had 15,000. And then by the end of the summer I had 30,000. And now I'm almost at 50,000. And it's kind of like, it's so humbling, because where I started as just a small, puny, stressed out kid who didn't know about life but was willing to take a shot. And so I guess if my 15-year-old self could see this video, I don't even know how I packed up the courage to do that, but I'm so glad that I did, because now I have the courage, because that's just, I don't know what I did, I just conjured it up. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do this, excuse my language, but dude, I'm passionate. That's really what happened. That's really how I felt. I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it to my best ability, and then if I still don't like it, I'm quitting. And that right there is probably not the best attitude to have. I should have just been like, you know what, I'm still gonna do it even if I hate it. But I don't know, I made myself a promise, and now I'm here. I'm living in Las Vegas, working my dream job. I really don't want to share too much about that area of my life with you guys, because you guys know me as a bodybuilder, a fitness personality and stuff. But my dream job, I will go into it a little bit. What I'm doing now in Las Vegas, I am an associate producer, and I help produce big music festival events and things like that. And I want to get into real estate. That's another one of my passions. And I don't want to really talk about too much of that, because I kind of want to keep that side of my life to me. And not because I don't think you guys would enjoy seeing stuff like that, because you guys are definitely going to come along with my adventures still, but I don't want to tell you guys too much about that area, just because there's so many other people who are, you know, who do that, and that's not my thing. My thing is interacting with you guys, trying to motivate you to start a journey of your own, whether it's fitness or not. If it's not fitness, that is fantastic too. There's so many people that I know, amazing people who make more money than I've ever seen in my entire life. They fucking draw, or they draw on, like, I know this one guy, he has this iPad, right? And when he's like running out of steam or whatever, he'll draw. And it's so bizarre, because he gets the same thing out of that I do out of the gym. So I'm not gonna preach the gym on everyone. I just want you to know how drastically it changed my life forever. Completely changed it forever. My whole outlook on life is overall 100 times more positive than it was before. I honestly was in a mindset in the beginning, even from the beginning, seeing those first gains, being like, yo, my hard work paid off. What else can my hard work do? Just from my bare hands, like, what can I conjure up out of this life and do with my bare hands? And that's what I think is insane. And not everyone really taps into that side of themselves. And I think that is so unfortunate, because it's not like, oh, you're born this way, you either are this way or you aren't, okay? No, I was almost 16 when I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna freaking 180. And for a 16-year-old to just try to do something like that, who's just like, all right, this way now, that's not a normal thing. And that's why a lot of people didn't agree with me, a lot of people didn't support me at first. I'll never forget that my school counselors, they were really upset when I told them that I'm not gonna go to college, I'm gonna pursue real estate and my other passions. And they told me they were disappointed in me. And I didn't feel a damn thing when they said that. I was like, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Because sorry, I want to say too much here. But I was brought up being told, don't take advice from someone who is not being a spitting image of some form of what you want in life. For example, if you want advice on how to be happy, go to the happiest person that you know that's really genuinely happy and ask them what the fuck they do. And actually pay attention and don't make excuses when you ask questions like that. When you ask questions and they give you something and you make excuses on why you can't do that, that is so counterproductive. I hate people like that. And if you're one of those people, I'm seriously gonna be upset with you, okay? But it's fine, because I'm very forgiving, okay? And also, like for me, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna ask my school counselor who makes a maximum of like $45,000 a year what it would take to be a multimillionaire by 21. Does that make sense to you? Like, why would you ask someone who knows like nothing about the area of life that you wanna go into? Why would you ask them for that advice on your dream? At that point, it's just an opinion. So that made it really easy for me to just be like, okay, that person, they don't see the dream the same. That's totally fine. They have different dreams. They can go do them. That does not align with what I want to do. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, my parents want me to go to college. Oh, my parents blah, blah, blah. Do your parents want to, are they doing the exact thing? Are they an embodiment of literally your dream or some form of it? Okay, you can love your parents and still not take their advice about a career. You should always respect your parents, and my parents are very supportive, so I never really ran into this, but a lot of people that I know were like, dude, my parents told me they'd disown me if I don't go to college, and I just don't want to go because they said they wouldn't pay for it and I don't want to get in debt. And I'm like, dude, you're 18 goddamn years old. You do not have to go to college. You don't have to go to college. I'm sure you know people who would let you rent out a house with them. You don't have to depend on your parents now. You are a grown-ass adult, okay? You can go pay your own bills. You can chase your dreams on your own time and on your own schedule. And that's part of my story, because that's what I did. I chased my dreams on a point where I watched my grades go to barely passing because I didn't give a shit about school. I was like, okay, I need to graduate, but that is it. I passed that, I put zero effort. I was like, if I graduate, great, that's all I need. Past that, everything else, I barely did homework, dude. I didn't even show up to class. I honestly, I passed. I got through senior year and I graduated, but I didn't give a shit about school. And you can't. If that's not your passion, if you don't want to be like something that requires a degree for your dream, fuck school. Skip class. Go do something that actually gets you more towards your dream. Go do that. If you want to be a model, go do that photo shoot at that perfect time of day. Go, if you want to be a YouTuber, fuck school. No, okay, maybe I'm preaching this completely wrong. Don't skip class, okay? Okay, yeah, that could be, this is probably, because I realize I'm an influencer and sometimes I say things that are just, I exaggerate, so just kind of understand that too. Maybe not skip school, but seriously, lose some fucking sleep over doing research on your dreams over like, whether it's reading articles or watching YouTube videos of people who are what you want to be, go do that, okay? Lose some fucking sleep. You got the rest of your life to sleep. And on top of that, I don't think that there's such a bad thing about being stressed over something like your goals and achievements that you want to work towards, because that's the good kind of stress. That's like that's your inside voice saying like, let's fucking go. Let's push this. Because I always say, this is so cheesy. You'll never know your limits if you don't push them. Okay? You'll never even find them if you don't try. Like, if you don't try to purposely push yourself, you're not gonna even find out how far you can go. We're such a society where we're based on limiting what we want to do in life because of being realistic, or for the sake of being realistic. I hate that so much. It's like, oh yeah, well, he's a freaking big shot, or oh, she's a, she has everything, or what. People are so naive and they look at successful people in an awful way, in my opinion. Like I said, you can take it or leave it. They look at successful people and it's basically that old analogy about success, the iceberg, right? Here's the water and here's the tip of the iceberg. But underneath you have a massive amount of ice that you don't see on the surface. What you see on the surface is all their successes, all their achievements, all that stuff that they've worked for, and below that is pain, heartache, grind. They didn't sleep right. They fucked up everything at one point or another in their life just to be like, I don't give a shit, I have a dream, and I'm gonna risk everything. That's what's under the water. That's what's under that iceberg, okay? And if you look at successful people like that, yeah, there's a bunch of them who have been handed daddy's money, right? Myself and a lot of others are not in that same boat, okay? I don't fuck with that. You really, really have to come at it with a terrible look if you just are like, oh, I'll never be one of those people. Yeah, that's a horrible way to look at it, and you know that's a horrible way to look at it, and for some reason it's more realistic to just settle for like a shit lifestyle where the only good, like, in my opinion, if you make money and you're a generous, good person, like, because when I make money and stuff, I want to take my friends shopping. I just want to like show love. It's like, it's such a tool to be able to express charity and compassion. It's not something you get to just be greedy about and be like, yeah, I got more money, I can buy cars and hookers, or I don't know. Like, my whole goal is to just make everyone I love, friends, family, everyone that's cool with me, I just want to benefit their lives. I want to make their lives better. And that right there is why I'm not a doctor, is because I realize I can help people in a completely different way that I actually end up liking better. So that's my story. I've talked way too freaking long. Absolutely, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for watching the entirety of this video. It really means a lot to me. If you've never seen anything and this is the first video you've seen, you watched it all the way through to this point, dude, congrats. Like, honestly, that means a lot to me, and you can definitely follow me in my journey if you want to see more. And to you people who have been here since the beginning, I can't thank you enough. I seriously cannot even begin to express the amount of humble, I can't even put it into words. It's seriously amazing to me, and I have goosebumps and stuff. It's just, I can't believe how far we've come as a family, guys. It's ridiculous. That's how I see this. I just try to be the most myself that I can on this channel, and the day that I decided to be genuine is the day that I started to take off in my little small town Kansas world. Now I'm in Vegas, living my dream life and going up. So, and I absolutely owe it all to my fitness journey, to my YouTube people. I would have never even discovered my dream job if I didn't start YouTube. So I'm at loss for words on how much love I have for this platform, how much I have for you people who interact with me, how much love that I have for my Instagram people too. They're a whole different set of followers, amazing. Everyone, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I know I rant, but it happens. So definitely, without a doubt, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.